soon a federal judge is expected to release the names of dozens of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged victims and associates. And now comedian Jimmy Kimmel is threatening a lawsuit against New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers for insinuating without any evidence at all that Kimmel's name might be in those documents. This is what Rodgers said in a radio show.
A lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, are really hoping that doesn't.
Again, we didn't play it to amplify it. We played it so you could see what was said here. Kimmel responded saying, in part, "For the record, I have not met, flown with, visited, or had any contact whatsoever with Epstein, nor will you find my name in any list other than the clearly phony nonsense that soft-brained wackos like yourself can't seem to distinguish from reality."
Can I say something? Jimmy Kimmel is so fucking washed, bro. Like, you're a comedian, really? And that's the best you cooked up? Like, you should have just kept that in the drafts and come back with something so fire that, like, you caused Aaron Rodgers to get vaccinated, okay? Like, what are you, soft-brained wacko? Like, come on, dude. What are you wiping the tears away? This man has very publicly defamed you, okay? But Aaron Rodgers is the most target-rich environment, dog. Straight up. Like, you can't have a better own on Aaron Rodgers? Aaron vaccinated, I am inoculated Rodgers? Aaron, I took peyote to make the decision to go to the Jets Rodgers? Aaron, I played one fucking game and immediately got injured and destroyed all hopes of the Jets fandom. Rodgers played 4 plays, man. You got nothing. 4 plays. I don't even watch football. I don't watch any football whatsoever. If I know this much about Aaron Rodgers, you should be able to cook him up. Slice and dice. I cannot believe that Jimmy Kimmel was given a phenomenal opportunity. You're a cruel person? Wait, why? Free Aaron? How are you still riding for him when he does not ride for you, Will? He does not ride for you. Aaron 4 plays Rodgers. Listen. If he took the Jets to the Super Bowl, I'd be right there with you talking about how, you know what, maybe there is some truth to this whole vaccine conspiracy, you know what I mean? Died suddenly type shit. I think they put the vax in his water before the game. It weakened his body. I'm just saying, this is really bad. Like, Jimmy Kimmel is supposed to be like a famous comedian. Come on, man. You're one of the top late night talk show hosts. Like, really? This is what you got for Aaron? Aaron is like a meme in and of itself.
Your reckless words put my family in danger. Keep it up, and we will debate the facts further in court.
Yeah, and then he hit him with the, I'll see you in court, buddy. Like, come on.
Now, clearly, CNN, no one has any reporting that Kimmel is linked in any way to the Epstein case. There was some bad blood, it's notable, between Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy Kimmel because of jokes that Kimmel had made criticizing Rodgers for pushing conspiracy theories. Here now, CNN legal analyst and criminal defense attorney Joey Jackson. And Joey, the reason I wanted you to talk about this was the issue of defamation. You know, what Aaron Rodgers said has no basis in fact, no evidence to support it. When does something like that become defamation?
Yeah, John, important question to be answered for sure. So what happens is remember what defamation is. It's a false statement that is injurious to someone's reputation. And as a result of that, it can cause the person great reputational damage. When you talk about defamation as it relates to public figures, as both Jimmy Kimmel and Aaron Rodgers.
I'm sorry, but if your lawyer has these 2 paintings in the background, get a different lawyer. You know what I mean? You're going to jail. Okay. What is this NFT ass painting in the background, bro? What is happening? Who decorated this house? What's going on, man?
Rodgers are, you have to show what's called actual malice. What on earth does that mean? You have to show knowledge that you made the statement knowing it was false, or just reckless disregard as to whether it was false or true. So it's a
I bet you he's a cat person. Oh, you think?
very heightened standard. At the end of the day, though, I don't think it's yet ripe, right, for any defamation claim. Certainly no one would want to be listed, talked about in the same sentence of, right, in terms of Epstein. But when you talk about defamation, one defense is absolute truth. If in the event it's true, it may be a terrible thing that someone said, but you know what? It's not defamatory. The list hasn't been published yet. And so, you know, we'll see, not to suggest at all that anybody's name, whether it be Kimmel or Aaron Rodgers, would be on that list at all. But, you know, it's not ripe yet to the extent that when the list is published, everyone will get to see for themselves who specifically is on it, John, and who's not.
Well, when Jimmy Kimmel, as he says, his name is not on that list, does it then become a legal issue that Aaron Rodgers said it without any basis apparently whatsoever?
So here's the issue with that, right? Remember that if defamation is to injure reputation, certainly you shouldn't be saying anything, right, that is injurious to anyone, whether they be public figures, private figures, or anything else. The problem with defamation in that regard, though, John, is as follows. Let's just say he's not on the list. That is, Jimmy Kimmel is not on the list, as he suggests he would never be on such a list. Then the world would know that this is just a bad blood argument. And you can't argue then, if you're Jimmy Kimmel, that it's injurious to your reputation, because in essence, you're cleared as a result of a list being published to show that you're not on it. So I don't see any reputational damage there. As you mentioned at the outset, there's no love lost between them. Kimmel has made some jokes about Aaron Rodgers that he has not appreciated, including how he's worn that is Aaron Rodgers his hair. And so they've gone back and forth. And I think the public may just take that as this and not anything in terms of, you know, mean-spirited or to rise to the level. Well, you can argue it's mean-spirited, but to rise to the level of defamation, you know, the story.
He's 100% correct. Also a higher standard for public figures. Also a higher standard for a public figure who's a comedian who's also dunked on this other person, which is precisely why I said, what are you doing to Jimmy Kimmel? Like, come on, dog. You could have done a way better job with this. Like, you could have had an incredible ride on the PR train, dunking on literally the worst guy. Like, the easiest person to slam, dude. Like, just take a couple hours off and, like, really go talk to your comedy writers. You know, come up with something good. Legal eagle, legal lion. Dude, anytime someone says lion, in my mind, I constantly think of India Lion 2, sir. I can't stop thinking about that fucking tweet. I don't know why. It's like permanently burned into my mind, dude. Every time I see every time I see someone bring up the word lion, Indian Twitter broke my brain. India a lion too, sir. India lion too, sir. It's like, I don't know where it originated from, but it's Indian Twitter was like popping off against Palestine and defending Israel. No, that's not. This is a reference to that tweet. Muslim countries would butcher every single non-Muslim person if they got the chance. I'm not going to trust any of these psychopath theocrats. India a lion too, sir. Anyway, it was some dude on Indian Twitter. It was some dude on Indian Twitter responding to like some insane genocidal tweet by an Israeli account. Have you guys never seen Hindu nationalists, like how they operate on Twitter? I feel like you're not in the same circles as me. Like, you don't tweet enough about Palestine, because there will be like a barrage